Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Peony here. Today I'm bringing a new best in brand video and it's one of my favorite all-time brands, Chanel. I am a huge Chanel fan, from the fashion to the beauty. I even look at the surfboards. I don't even surf and I think I want it. So if you feel like that about Chanel too, just keep watching. So welcome back to another best in brand video, guys. I really hope you're as excited about this one as I am. Today I wanted to share with you a full get ready with me of all Chanel products, but I also wanted to start off like normal sharing my top 3 products from the brand if I bought nothing else. First of all, it has to be this. This is the Illusion de Ombre. These are like a cream eyeshadow. I have so many of these. They come in mattes. They also come in shiny, glittery versions. Secondly is another eye product from Chanel, and it's got to be their waterproof eyeliner. As you can see, I have a load of them in different colors. I just think they're very, very blendable. They have great staying power. This is the Salida Tan from Chanel. Obviously a real makeup lover's favorite product. It's a universal cream bronze. You can use it across your whole body and on your face. They describe it as a makeup base, almost like a primer, but I use it more often than not as a cream bronzer, and I love it. It just looks beautiful on everyone and it's very easy to wear. I did, before I started the video, want to give you a little bit of detail about what I'm wearing, because I feel like that will come up in comments as well. My earrings and all of my rings are all from my jewelry line, from Peony Jewels, so I'll add a link below and you can find all of the jewelry there. And this really pretty blouse is from Tara Yarman, so that's where that one's from, and I will link that below as well. So let's get straight into the video now. Sorry, the sun's coming in and out, but as you guys know, I love to shoot in daylight so that it's the natural finish that you guys would see at home, so it is a bit spotty, the light today. So this is the look that I'm going to be creating for you today. It's a gorgeous all Chanel bronzy glamorous look. To start, I'm going to use an SPF. This is one of my favorite SPFs ever. It was very recently released by Chanel, and this is the UV Essential in Factor 50. I just think it sits really well underneath makeup, and honestly I've really struggled to find an SPF that I feel like that about, that really doesn't leave a chalky finish, doesn't leave a difficult sticky texture. It basically is just a really nice, almost priming texture. Another new favorite of mine from Chanel is this. This is their Water Fresh Tint. It's from the Les Beiges range, and I just find it to be really, really natural, really bronzing. I love the finish of it. I tend to take it on the back of my hand. I take probably 2 pumps. I find the little brush that it comes with is the best thing to apply it with, but it does absorb quite a lot of the product. I mix it together on the back of my hands and then go straight onto the face with it. And it's like a gel-based tinted moisturizer. That's the best way I can think to describe it, but with a bronze glow finish. So it does perfect the skin, but in a really natural way, and it adds a really nice sun-kissed finish to it. I just wanted to show you on the back of my hands. So this is the hand that has the Water Fresh Tint on. This is the hand that doesn't. So you can see it just gives it a nice kind of glowy, perfected finish, which I really love. I do actually really like one of the Chanel concealers, but I couldn't find it in my kit today, so I've applied a concealer off camera from a different brand. I will tag below the concealer that I like from Chanel. Next, I'm gonna use, this is probably one of the most famous products from Chanel. This is the Salida Tan. Pretty much everyone I know who's interested in makeup owns this product. In terms of the amount of product you get, they come in these really big tubs. To apply it, I literally just press the blender into the product, and I'm then just going to apply it basically in all of the areas that I would apply my normal bronzer, and I'm just pressing lightly with the beauty blender, and I found that the easiest way to apply this product. It's an incredibly natural finish, this bronzer, and it pairs really beautifully with the water tint. If you do want to apply it across your body, like I'm going to take it down my neck, it can be easier in a larger section to use a brush, in which case just use a foundation brush and you can just blend it down like this. But I just find if I use it on my face with a brush, I don't get as nice a finish. For blush, I'm going to use a liquid blush. I hope that this is still a permanent product. This is a liquid blush. It's called the Lip Blush from Rouge COCO. And this is in the colour 410. You can use it on your lips or you can use it on your cheeks. It's a multi-purpose product. I just work the product on the back of my hand so it's kind of evenly distributed within the brush. And then I just hit the high points of my cheeks. And because it's a cream, I actually really like going back in with this product. Even after you've set with powders, you can kind of freshen up your makeup afterwards and add a little bit more in unusual places on your face. So you could add it kind of into your eyeshadow and places like that. I like for this Sunkissed look to take a little bit across the bridge of my nose and just above the brow arch as well, just lightly. It is really smooth, really blended. It's a very natural blush finish. There's no kind of shimmer or glitter to the pigment, but it has a nice natural shine that kind of really brings that natural skin texture. To loosely set my face, I'm going to use the new Healthy Glow powder. This is in number 20 from the Les Beige range as well. I'm just using a big fluffy brush. This is the Lumiere one. And quite light-handed, I'm just going to lightly press across to set everything. And this color is almost a translucent color on me. It does have a slight amount of pigment in, but it's not kind of a heavy powder for me. I just find that this product is quite good for kind of finishing your skin, and if I use all cream products, they can sometimes slip all over my face, whereas if I use just a very tiny bit of powder, really light touch, it just holds everything in place better. Now we're on to our eyes and our lips. This is their eyeshadow Healthy Glow Natural palette, and this is a real classic for me. I've had this for a while. You can see it's quite well loved in the like shimmers coming out the side. It's just a really clever combination of colors. I really love the undertones in it. I love that you get a big version of the base color. Like, I just think it's a really well thought out palette. But they have now released this new eyeshadow palette. This is again from the Les Beige range. I'm sorry, my French is so bad. And this is the Indispensables palette. And I have to say, this has the most amazing tones in it. I think if you owned no other eyeshadow palette, you could just wear this for the rest of your life. It's so chic, the tones are just really natural. It looks like you kind of just have a natural eye contour to it. It doesn't look like makeup, and yet you are wearing makeup. These are the Stylo waterproof eyeliners from Chanel, and you can see I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think I've got 7 here. They're a traditional kind of crayon liner. It's not a liquid liner. They are very easy to apply. I'm just literally pressing once with the liner. I'm not going back and forth. So these are the eyeliners. I've swatched them all for you there from my collection. And like I mentioned, I wore a red one, which is this one here, which is 928. On my wedding day. Another product that I really love from Chanel, and I again have about 7 of them, is the Illusion de Ombre, which come in these little pots. They tend to come in more shimmery, glittery colors, but they do also do mattes. That's a matte one there. You can see it's got that kind of reddy undertone to it again. I have swatched a few of the shades there for you, everything from kind of white to pinky gold. There's a couple of matte shades on there as well. I love this product. It's very blendable. You can just apply them with your fingers. You don't need to use a brush necessarily. You can literally just go in with your finger and work it out. Another nice thing about these Ombre Illusion pots is that you can use them as a multi-purpose product. You can also use them as a highlight. You could top your lips with them. They're very multi-purpose. The final eye product that I really love, again, I hope this wasn't limited edition, is the Stylo Ombre Contour. And this is in the color 12. And I'm just gonna show you it alongside these other swatches. It's got a kind of taupey brown undertone to it, and it's like an eyeshadow stick. And it has a really great blendability. It's just really good to layer and contour with. So I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow palette now. And I'm first of all gonna lay down a base color across my whole lid. So to start with, I'm gonna use this kind of, I guess it's kind of like a taupey brown kind of shade that's just here. That's what I'm gonna start with. And I'm just using a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna take that across my whole lid. Now taking a blending brush, I'm gonna use this shade here in the top corner. It's a really beautiful color. It has a slight shimmer to it. And I'm gonna take that into the crease and down into the corner of my lashes in a kind of C or a V shape. And then using what's left on the brush, I'm just going to go underneath the bottom lashes. I'm going to use this kind of goldy tone here. It's this really pretty shade here. And again, on the same blending brush, I'm just going to take the product and put it straight in the middle of my eye. I'm just pressing the product across my lid. And then wipe your brush off on a pad or on a tissue so the brush is a little bit cleaner, and then you can just blend the edges out. Now what that's added is a really gorgeous kind of goddessy golden glow to it. If you want even more impact, then I would go in with this slightly red satin or this dark brown, and you can contour into your lids even more. I'm only going to do that a tiny bit, but for the evening you could do that a lot more. So I'm just mixing those two colours together on a small tapered blending brush, and I'm just taking them into my natural crease. And you can just go over the whole lid with your fluffy blending brush and blend it all out to make sure you've got no hard edges at all. Now, just because I want to show you how great it is, I'm going to use my red eyeliner at this point. The reason that I love this product so much is because it kind of brings out the undertone of your skin, which is obviously the colour of blood. Because of that, it really looks very natural, but also gives a real pop. So what I'm going to do is just take it on the very corner here, and you'll notice how easily the liner blends out, A, and B, that when it is blended out, you kind of don't see that that's a red eyeliner, you just see this kind of dimension to the eye. Now, to add a little bit of highlight, I'm going to use a combination of these two. This is number 18 and this is number 82 in the ombre, and I'm just going to take my finger on the back of my hand and mix the two colours a little bit together, and what that's going to make is like a little shimmery highlight. I'm then just going to use that to highlight underneath my brow bone. So I'm just lightly touching. Ooh, I've got a little bit on my nail there, I just realised I transferred into my eyebrow. Just touching it along there. You can take your blending brush and just smooth it across the whole eye, and it's just going to blend those products together. And you should be left with a very kind of natural, like ethereal kind of glow. I'm just taking this ashy tone here in the middle of the palette and using that to just define my brows with an eyeshadow brush a little bit more. All of Chanel's products are really great for multi-purpose like that. You can just blend it into your brow and it's going to create just a bit more dimension without anything looking really heavy. As you know, I don't include anything from a brand for the sake of it, so I'm just going to use another brand's mascara. Okay, so now I've applied my mascara, I'm going to carry on with lips. Now, lips is, again, another category that I found quite hard to choose one product from because there's quite a lot I like from Chanel in lips. First of all, I wanted to share their lip pencils because I do really love them. They're particularly good in the brighter colours, in the reds and the plums and the bright pinks. I also love two of their lipsticks, so I've got two of them out here to show you. One is a nude and one is a red. They're both from the Rouge Allure range. One is a velvet though and one is not. This is in the colour 56 and that's my favourite red from Chanel. I love that texture. It's quite matte but it's not uncomfortable to wear. And then in terms of nudes, I love this one here. This is number 168. This does have a slightly more satin finish to it. It's just a really pretty coloured lipstick. From the new lipstick range, COCO Flash, I love this colour. These come through quite sheer on the lips. They're kind of like a tinted balm. This is the colour Moment, which is number 56. In terms of glosses, this is my favourite gloss from Chanel. It's called Super Nude and it's 137. Quite hard for me to show you the colour there because obviously it's in solid packaging, but it's a really beautiful shade. That's the colour of the gloss on my hand there. So it's such a pretty slightly pinky nude. Then I also really like one of the balms from the Les Beige range. This is Intense, which is like a slightly berry kind of tone. Finally, from lips, this is a great multi-purpose product from Chanel. This is their plumping lip gloss. It's very comfortable on the lips and you can also use it across your face in other areas. So I'm actually going to use it as a highlight today. I think I'm going to go with the glossy nude. So I'm just going to show you the gloss on my cheeks first. I'm just going to take some and put it on the back of my hand. You don't need very much, so just one swatch is enough. Take your finger, warm it up a little bit on your finger, and then you're just going to press it down the bridge of the nose, very lightly, and then tops of the cheeks, and a little bit on your Cupid's bow. And basically that just brings the skin texture back, and when you move in the light, it just catches and makes a really gorgeous natural highlight without any shimmer or glitter. I'm just gonna set my face with some mist just to make everything come together. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you like it. It's very skin textured, very natural, but at the same time it's bronzy and feminine, and it still has that Chanel feeling with the slightly bronze kind of contoured eye look. I did want to share 3 fragrances with you because they're obviously so famous for fragrance that I thought it was worth showing you my top 3 from the brand as well. Starting with Chanel No. 5, I actually prefer the premiere version of it, which looks like this. Obviously this is a really, really classic fragrance. Looks beautiful on the vanity, but this is my favorite version of it. Next, I really love the Paris and Venise one, which is a more recent launch for them. Again, the packaging is obviously on fragrance from Chanel. The packaging is always gorgeous, but I just love the smell of this. It smells very fresh. It's almost unisex, and I love that about it. It kind of has a richness to it that I love. Finally, and I just think this feels so luxury, this is their Gardenia fragrance. I love these single note bottles. I think they look amazing. They're huge. If you look at it next to the biggest size of Chanel No. 5, it is a big, big bottle of fragrance that you get. And this one smells just stunning. Oh, it just smells so fresh and floral and feminine. I'm a huge fan of this fragrance, so I hope you would be too if you try it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed seeing my favorite products from Chanel. If you did like it, please do give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this from me. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite products are from Chanel, because I'd love to hear what they are, and I'm sure there's some different ones in there that I haven't discovered yet. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks again for watching. See you again soon, guys. Bye.